So that particular day, when I was doing Aarti, she was standing in the way of Swami's photo. Then I just pushed her, nudged her like this, and then I did the Aarti to Swami. Then suddenly she started laughing. I thought she would be angry for nudging her. Then she's saying, Swami is telling her, what does he think? I'm only confined, restrained to this particular photo. I'm everywhere. And he started laughing. So that's when I realized, oh man, I've been doing it with such a narrow-minded focus. I should, Swami is everywhere. That's a very powerful message which Swami had given.
Don't put me in such a high pedestal that you can't reach me. I am with you. I am walking with you. I'm talking with you. You have to be open to receiving. That's all. Absolute. When we call intently from our heart, there is no way he doesn't respond.
Sairam, dear listeners, welcome to Sai SOUL 100. Our guests today are Brother Narayan Parameshwaran and his wife, Sister Savitha Narayan. Sairam, Brother Narayan and Savitha, welcome to Sai SOUL 100.
Sairam.
Sairam, Sairam.
Sairam, please share your stories.
How I came to know Swami in this lifetime was through my grandfathers. My mother's father was born in 1899, and my father's father was born in 1900. Both of them were ardent Swami devotees. Since 1940, they came to know about Swami, and they had been, um, ardent devotees. So his children, that is my father, my uncle, aunts, everybody were in the Sai family. So the first instance of his infinite grace was sometime in 1972. My father had a stroke of paralysis. His left side was heavily impacted, and he was like literally bedridden for like 4 to 5 months. And I was probably in the seventh grade, I'm not sure. But apparently, the doctors had said that they had given up hope, and my father's right hand was functioning. So they said that, we may have to schedule an operation as a last resort, but they didn't give any guarantees. My father ardently wrote, I don't recollect whether it's Sri Ramajayam or Sairam, but every day he used to write that. So on the day of the surgery, much to our reluctance, he didn't want to have the surgery. There was a slight twitch on his left side from the nose to the ear. There was a twitch, and some sensation was there. So immediately they went to the doctor. Anyway, they had scheduled for the surgery. The doctor was amazed. He said that, oh, there seems to be some life over here. We'll defer the operation. And apparently, with renewed confidence, my father started writing day and night. And literally, in a period of 6 months or so, he was completely back to normal. So that was the infinite love and grace of Swami. And then, of course, my wife Savita, she can relate to how Swami entered into her life. And go ahead.
My family was not very much towards Sai Baba. My father, when I was in seventh standard, was he had this jaundice, but a very severe case of jaundice where it was just a near miss from coma. And we were three daughters who were still studying, and he had the entire responsibility of his family, his brothers, sisters, and everyone that he was taking back care of, basically, being the eldest son. And at that time, somebody suddenly came to our house and gave us vibhuti from Shirdi. And miraculously, from there on, he started recovering. So this was an incident that happened, but it had happened in seventh grade, and we just moved on. But it stayed with me. A few couple of years later, we came to know. I think in eighth or ninth, I'm not sure. One day, my sister said, "Let's go to this person's house, and they're having bhajans there." And we knew that she was a Satya Sai Baba devotee, but I was not convinced But because my sister was insistent that we'll go for the bhajan, I went with her. But something triggered at that moment. I'm not sure how, but it is definitely Swami deciding that, okay, it's time now. I have given you enough time. Now it's time for you to come into the fold. And so we started attending bhajans regularly. I was still not convinced, but something would draw me every Thursday. And one day, there was somebody who had brought a cake, and the cake was offered. By the time the aarti was over, there was a slice of cake that had been taken from that cake, and it was found inside the frame or near Swami's mouth. So it was sitting right there, like there's nothing that can explain. Still, it's not that easy to accept. So, but I would still go. And then another day, what happened was they gave us oranges. Somebody had brought oranges, a whole bunch of oranges, and they distributed it. And in my orange, there was a Gayatri pendant, just this size. It miraculously disappeared after many years. I have still no idea how it disappeared, but it was there. I have seen it. And my sister's was a Saraswati pendant. The experiences that I was hearing, more and more people, they used to come and they used to share. And so that was solidifying. In the meantime, I got married. So again, more changes coming. But before we got married, actually, when um, my Narayan's was supposed to come to meet me, that day, I I had no idea. Like I was not yet ready. And so when suddenly my parents asked, like, what is your decision? And I had no clue what am I going to say, because I have not really given it serious thought. All that came to me at that time, I have no reason. I can only say it was Swami who gave me the idea. And immediately I just reached out. I said, you are the only one who can tell me what I can do now. And you have to show me yes or no. That's all. Whatever you say, I will follow. And he appeared, and he, with his blessing hand, he just appeared. And I just said yes. And that's it. But when Swami said yes, I said yes. This happened, but it just kind of stayed in the background. It was many years later that, it actually clicked. What was the reason? Why did I reach out at that time? And at that time, I had not even been going to bhajans regularly or anything. But at that appropriate moment, what made me reach out? So it cannot be me. It is not my brain. It is not this. It is him sitting inside and saying, yeah, I'm here. We call out, he reaches. He always is there.
In one instance, which I wanted to convey, Swami has a great sense of humor, and his humor is so profound. There's an underlying message and a very important message. So, like once I used to do a lot of prayers. So one day after doing the prayers, like usually I used to do Aarti to Swami's photo only. So that particular day, when I was doing Aarti, she was standing in the way of Swami's photo. Then I just pushed her, nudged her like this, and then I did the Aarti to Swami. Then suddenly she started laughing. I thought she would be angry for nudging her. Then she's saying, Swami is telling her, what does he think? I'm only restrained to this particular photo. I'm everywhere. And he started laughing. So that's when I realized, oh man, I've been doing it with such a narrow-minded focus. Like, I should, Swami is everywhere. That's a very powerful message which Swami had given. Then on another instance, we had been to Chicago because one of my friends wanted to learn Reiki through us. So I told Swami, Swami, we have never taught Reiki to anybody. May you guide us. So we go to Chicago, and there we place a chair, and in that chair we place Swami's photo, and we pray to Swami, and then we start the teaching the Reiki. So It's like, you are supposed to be hands-on. So his wife, my friend's wife, when I started doing giving Reiki to her to teach her, suddenly her on the eyes and the top of the forehead, there are a lot of knots which are formed. She was like screaming, and I didn't know what to do. I literally prayed to Swami, Swami, you are the doer here. Please guide me what to do. I applied Vibhuti, and immediately the pain went away. And another interesting thing was that it was lunchtime. We all went down. After having lunch, we came up. Then Swami is asking Savitha, you left us and went. Enna matram vittu poitai. Meaning he told in Tamil. So, and he started laughing.
He said, no, no place for me to sit. So the thing is, don't exclude me, include me with you.
Yeah.
Don't put me in such a high pedestal that you can't reach me. I am with you. I am walking with you. I'm talking with you. You have to be open to receiving. That's all.
It was 2010, December 31st. So my friend said that this Hemlata auntie from Anantapur, she was the principal of the ladies campus, girls school. She's coming out to talk about Swami. That is 1st January 2011. So we went on 31st to somebody's house. So there is a lady there who was very closely associated with this Hemlata auntie. So she used to tell us that, Swami has used to write letters to Hemlata from Puttaparthi asking, how are you doing, Bangaru? He used to send her letters. So I said that it would be very nice to see those letters. She said that I am associated with her for over 40 years. She has not shown me those letters. It is a very private affair. She doesn't show. So then I told her, like, where can we see, where do we have the, will we ever be able to see those letters? So,
and in another question that you asked
yes,
was the address on the envelope. Which language would it be in? Would it be in Telugu or would it be in English or Hindi?
I said Swami will write in Telugu to her, and that letter he will be writing in English. So she said that no, it will be in Telugu. So then what happened was the next day, Hemlata auntie came with a PowerPoint presentation, and she was showing the slides, and suddenly she says that normally I don't include this, but yesterday Swami guided me, told that two of my devotees wants to see the letters which I have written to you. So she had shown the actual letter in Telugu and also the envelope with the stamp. It said him, and that was in Telugu, and I thought it would be English. So it's like I said, wow.
Every thought that passes our mind, none of them is hidden from him. Absolute, when we call intently from our heart, there is no way he doesn't respond. From a young age, I always had a problem with my hand. I had pain in my hand, neck, but it didn't get diagnosed for many years. We had gone to New York, to the Sai temple in New York. We were sitting there and just praying and basically meditating. And I was asking Swami for some guidance as to what we should do. And at that time, I could feel his feet on my hands. So that felt good because because I was going to touch his feet with my hands. That's what we normally do, right? When we do namaskar, we touch his feet with our hands. But instead of that, my hands were open and he placed his feet on my hands. So, but again, we cannot understand like always what he's
What's the
saying
blessing
at
here?
that time, right? But it feels good, definitely, but I couldn't understand anything more than that. But a few months later, I think I was in extreme pain, and I came to a point where I was like, this is beyond my, I can't bear this anymore. So I just sat the night and I prayed to him and said that, if this is meant to be the end, I'm ready and willing to for you to close the account, but I can't take this anymore. I just need relief. Whatever way you choose to relieve me, I'm not going to. It is up to you. The next day, that day, that was Monday, he was traveling to Mechanicsburg. Around 2, I was not able to speak coherently, not able to move. Every week I'm alone. But that particular week, my younger daughter was at home with me. So she called him and said that Amma is not okay, and she's not able to speak or do anything. So what should we do? And then, but somehow miraculously, I was able to talk to him and tell him that no, you come immediately. And he came, and then we didn't know what to do because we were frozen. But somehow he managed to contact my friend, and she said, no, you have to take her straight away to Penn Medicine because no
Emergency.
one else will be able to handle her case. This is a stroke. And so in the ER, and all the scans, everything shows everything is normal. So the neurosurgeon was also not sure how to proceed, but there is something going on. At that time is when he got the idea to reach out to the chiropractor and ask her what is her recommendation. And the chiropractor, normally she would be resistant, she was hesitant to talk to the neurosurgeon. But that day, Swami, she said, later on she told us, Swami said, speak now. And so I had to speak, basically. And she spoke to the neurosurgeon and said that this is what I am, I have a doubt that it might be arterial thoracic outlet syndrome. So then he knew that I have to send her to the vascular surgeon.
The next day, in her right arm, all the clots, blood clots were removed. But then they found out that there is no proper pulse actually. And they were like not sure what is to be done. Like then they did an MRI and they found out that there was an extra rib.
Yeah.
So then what happened was the second surgery, first surgery was to remove the blood clots. The second surgery they did first was on Wednesday, then they did the second surgery on Friday. So 7 o'clock, she was wheeled into the theater, and suddenly I was waiting. Then suddenly at like around 2 o'clock, my chiropractor texts me that they are wheeling Savitha out of the operating theater. So I was like, "How come you are here?" She said, "You come here, I'll tell you." So when I went there, she told me that Fridays are the days where she gets all her new patients. So that day was like Swami canceled all the appointments and told her that Savitha is being wheeled out. You should be the first person to be there, talk to the vascular surgeon, get to know what needs to be done. Go now. So she was like dilly-dallying, she was like, then Swami literally pushed her from the chair. She almost fell down. He said, go. Then he told her what all you need to do. So she had to get flowers and certain other things, some essence, what all procedures she need to do. So she came there to the hospital, and once the vascular surgeon, she took what all needs to be done. And Swami guided her which room she is going to stay, go there, spray incense or whatever, cleanse that area. So it was like Swami all the way. Like when we met the vascular surgeon the next time, he said, uh, thank you so much for introducing us to your chiropractor. If she had not guided that, what we need to do, Savitha wouldn't have been here today with us. So that was the level of blessing, which we can never, thank Swami for. Even his Mata, Pita, Guru, Deva, everything. And after some days, the chiropractor did come home. She wanted to see how Savitha was doing. She saw that, okay, she's recovering. Everybody with a lot of dull energy, dark energy, negative energy will be there, because, they are recovering. So she came to charge the house actually. But once she came in, like she saw the Swami room in our house and she said, wow, this is a temple. You have so much. I came to give energy and I got recharged completely. Your house has Swami in every place. You're filled with Swami's energy everywhere. And it's amazing, how his grace flows through at every stage. He has been there. You should be beyond the body, beyond, just think of Swami all the time. And no, not to ask, I need this, I need that. You can ask, but the thing is that whatever your will is, problems may come in life, but tell Swami, our prarabdha karma is there. Tell Swami, whatever the problem, help me go through it and come out clean. Don't help me, give me the strength and stamina to withhold or withstand that problems which come in my life.
Basically, Swami has been the light that has guided our path, and knowingly, unknowingly, he has always been there. And we pray that he remains, that we stays in that space where we are in surrender and we continue to follow his guidance, because if there is any mistake, it's the fault is in our side. It's never on his side. He is always there.
Yeah, and many times what happens, we may ask something, but if it doesn't work our way, we should consider that a greater blessing, because there's something better which Swami is going to offer us, Sairam.
Sairam, Sairam, Brother Narayan, Sairam, Sister Savitha, thank you so much for sharing your beautiful journey of tough times, but showing that Swami has always been there with you. And particularly when you said, Sister, that Swami's light entered your life. Brother Narayan came into Swami's fold many, many, many years ago through your grandparents. But for you, Sister Savitha, it's a matter of Swami growing on you little by little by going into bhajans and little prasad he would give through the orange fruits, the pendants being there, for you to be able to see Swami giving you blessings, doing arati and recognizing that Swami is sitting there on the chair, or Swami saying that you left me out when you are eating your food. Almost like it's what we do usually. We are singing our bhajans, or see, we are doing our prayers to Swami. But once that's done, we just take off. We do our things. We do other things. And we're forgetting that Swami is actually continuously with us, right?
Literally, I have seen him walk around the room when the bhajan area, walking around, touching each one, and the love that encompasses, that opens up. So if we just sit with ourselves and not, focus our mind anywhere else, we can feel that.
So this is a beautiful reminder of you sharing, both of you sharing how Swami is always with us, right? And some we can't see him. Some you were able to see him, you were able to feel him, you were able to get his message of his guidance throughout, right? So even though we may not see him physically all the time, it's that having that faith that he is actually there with us, right? His light is always with us, his energy is always with us. But are we open to receiving it? And how do we get to this point of being open all the time to receive his energy that is always around us? And so your journey, your stories, particularly at the most difficult time of your hand surgery, and he comes running and guides you through it. And so that you're here, both of you, to share this story, to inspire and guide and remind all of us that Swami is truly, truly, truly with all of us. And I'm praying to Swami that I can take this myself and also remember that Swami is with us all the time. Sairam, dear listeners, thank you for listening to Sai Soul 100 with Sister Savitha and Brother Narayan. I'm Prabha Swaminathan. Until next time, Jai Sairam.